Hello, everyone. Welcome to Let's Talk English. My name is Joe. I'm your host today.
Hi everyone, my name is Eva. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
This is the podcast where we practice English conversation together. Our goal is to help you speak English more fluently and confidently. How are you feeling today, Eva?
I'm feeling great, Joe. It's a beautiful day and I'm ready to practice English with you. How about you?
I'm feeling great too. I'm happy to help our listeners learn and improve their English. So, Eva, before we start, why don't we introduce ourselves to our listeners?
Great idea, Joe. You go first.
Sure, my name is Joe, I'm 30 years old, and I'm from Chicago in the United States. I'm an English teacher, and I love helping people learn English. In my free time, I like reading books, playing guitar, and hiking. What about you, Eva?
Thanks, Joe. My name is Eva. I'm 28 years old and I'm from London in the United Kingdom. I'm an English tutor and I really enjoy teaching English to students from all over the world. In my free time, I like cooking, watching movies, and practicing yoga.
That's so cool, Eva. It's nice to learn a bit more about you. So let's talk about our topic for today, practicing English conversation.
Yes, practicing conversation is one of the best ways to improve your English. But it can feel difficult or even scary for beginners. Don't you think so, Joe?
Absolutely, Eva. A lot of students tell me they feel nervous when they try to speak English. They worry about making mistakes or not knowing the right words.
That's so common. But here's the good news. Making mistakes is a normal part of learning. When you practice more, you'll feel more confident and your English will improve.
That's right. So today, we're going to share some tips on how to practice English conversation. These tips are simple and easy to follow, even for beginners.
Sounds good. Let's get started with tip number 1. Practice speaking every day. Joe, can you tell us more about this tip?
Of course, speaking every day is very important. Even if you only speak for 5 or 10 minutes, it can make a big difference. You can talk about simple things like how your day was, what you ate for breakfast, or what your plans are.
That's a great idea. You don't need to talk for hours. Just a little practice every day helps a lot. You can also practice with a friend or a family member who speaks English.
Yes, and if you don't have anyone to practice with, don't worry. You can talk to yourself. It might sound funny, but it works. For example, you can describe what you're doing, like, I'm making coffee, or I'm cleaning my room.
That's such a helpful tip, Joe. I also tell my students to use a mirror. When you talk to yourself in the mirror, you can see your facial expressions and practice your pronunciation.
That's a great suggestion, Eva. All right, let's move to tip number 2. Listen to English every day. Eva, can you explain this one?
Sure, listening is just as important as speaking. When you listen to English, you hear how native speakers pronounce words, how they use expressions, and how they speak naturally. This helps you improve your understanding and pronunciation.
Exactly. You can listen to podcasts, watch English movies or TV shows, or even listen to songs in English. Start with something simple, like children's shows or beginner podcasts, and then move to more advanced content.
And don't forget about subtitles. You can use English subtitles to help you understand the words. Over time, you can try turning off the subtitles and just listen.
Great tip! Now, let's go to tip number 3. Learn new words and phrases. Eva, what's your advice for learning vocabulary?
I always tell my students to learn words they can use in daily life. For example, words about food, shopping, or travel. Write them in a notebook or use a language app to practice them.
That's right. And don't just learn the words, practice using them in sentences. For example, if you learn the word delicious, you can say, "This pizza is delicious."
Yes, practice is key. Also, try to learn common phrases, not just single words. For example, instead of learning the word buy, learn the phrase, I want to buy. That way, you can use it in a real conversation.
Good point, Eva. All right, let's move to tip number 4. Join an English speaking group or class. Eva, why is this tip so important?
Well, when you join a group or class, you get to practice with other people. You can ask questions, share ideas, and learn from each other. It's also a great way to make friends who are also learning English.
I agree. And you don't have to join a big class. You can find small groups online or even practice with a partner. The key is to speak and listen as much as possible.
Absolutely. And remember, everyone in the group is learning, just like you. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the process.
That's so true. All right, let's go to our final tip. Be patient and have fun. Eva, can you tell us why this is important?
Of course, learning English takes time. You won't be fluent overnight, and that's okay. The most important thing is to enjoy the process. When you have fun, you'll stay motivated to keep learning.
Exactly. Don't stress about being perfect. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it is. For example, if you learn a new word today, that's a success.
I agree. And remember, learning English is like a journey. Enjoy every step of it and don't give up.
Well said, Eva. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. Let's quickly review the tips we shared.
Tip number 1, practice speaking every day.
Tip number 2, listen to English every day.
Tip number 3, learn new words and phrases.
Tip number 4, join an English speaking group or class.
And tip number 5, be patient and have fun.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We hope these tips help you improve your English conversation skills.
Yes, and remember, practice makes perfect. Keep speaking, listening, and learning. You're doing great.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. And if you have any questions or ideas for future episodes, let us know.
Thanks again for joining us. Have a wonderful day and see you next time.
Bye for now. Keep practicing. And we'll see you in the next episode of Let's Talk English.